You think money is no more what money is right now. Hard work is giving way to smart work. Brain power is taking over from muscle power. Two young men, Paul and Pablo, were growing up in the 1800s in a village. And there was only one river that many villages come to drink from. And because of the fact that the river was very far, not everybody had the ability to go to the river because of strength and time and all those stuff. So they began to employ people to go to the river and fetch water for the entire community. So Paul and Pablo were employed to fetch water for their own village, and they paid them every day. So one day, by virtue of knowledge, Paul decided that he was not going to spend all his life carrying buckets. He was going to begin to lay pipelines. So Paul called Pablo and he said, "Pablo, I've got an idea." And Pablo said, I don't have time for that." So Paul went to the village and said, "I'm now going to be very busy because I want to start laying pipeline." Paul was now getting a lower income, and he will wake up very early in the morning. He will begin to dig the ground and you begin to lay the pipe. Pablo increased his own work labor, and instead of supplying 8 buckets, he was doing 10 buckets. So he began to make more money. But his health was failing, his strength was failing, and for many months, Pablo was the richest guy in town, enjoying himself. And they will look at Paul, they will mock him, but Paul kept at it. After about 11 months of digging the pipeline, finally the water comes to the city, and Paul sits down, and everybody now comes to buy water directly from Paul. Nobody needs Pablo anymore, because if I give my money to Pablo, I will have to wait for a few hours for Pablo to go and return. Why would I give you money to go for hours to provide for me what I can get in an instant? And all of a sudden there was a shift. Paul became the latest guy in town, and Pablo became obsolete. Paul went and called Pablo and said, "Pablo, I want to employ you. I want to employ you so that what I've done, you can help me to dig ground, and I will pay you and give you a chance." Excuse me, what kind of nonsense is that? Am I your mate? Because you have money now you think you can talk to me anyhow? So, you did not take the advantage. Paul got a new set of people, and before you know it, in less than 5 years, every city all over was leaning on one man, Paul, to get water. But guess what? Paul was no more involved in muscle work. He was now involved in brain work, and what he has done began to produce.